Every year, hazardous emergencies take their toll in dollars and human lives. While some losses are unavoidable, adding shelter in place to emergency plans can help businesses cope with a fast-moving toxic cloud when there isn't time to evacuate. No one can predict the exact conditions or who will be around at the time of a hazardous chemical release.
I can see some problems with getting my employees to shelter in place at work during an emergency. I mean, they'll be worried about their families. And what about the customers? Can we force them to shelter in place?
You're right. A shelter plan for a business or commercial facility involves both planning and cooperation from employees. You'd better have a very strong and persuasive warning message prepared to get them to comply. Make sure everyone knows that after the building is closed, that no one will be allowed in or out until authorities sound the all-clear signal.
Are you really telling me that I can provide protection for people in this environment?
Some commercial structures have characteristics that make sheltering in place more difficult. Drop ceilings, elevator shafts, pipes that penetrate exterior walls, or complex HVAC systems. Building engineers or the local fire marshal can help select the best space for sheltering in your building. And there are some new products on the market, such as interior collective protection systems that provide temporary shelter inside buildings. These shelters use positive pressure filtration systems to remove harmful vapors or particles from the air, providing protection to those inside.
So can we do anything else ahead of time for sheltering in place?
You could enhance the protection your building offers by systematically reducing air infiltration into the structure. Caulking seams, sealing around pipes, or adding airlock entry systems will slow the penetration of air into the structure and likely increase energy efficiency.
My daughter attends school near an Army post where chemical weapons are stored. The school library is overpressurized. How does that work?
A pressurized sheltering system draws in and filters extra air so that the air pressure inside a building is slightly higher than that outside. The pressure of this additional clean air blocks contaminated air from seeping in. Pressurized shelters provide a very high level of protection against specific chemicals. In schools with such systems, students enter the designated overpressurized space and remain there with the doors sealed until the all-clear signal is issued. Unless there is an airlock entry, these systems are compromised if people enter the shelter after it is sealed.
So, what about liability?
Liability and insurance concerns should be discussed with your attorney or insurance representative during the initial planning stages.
So we should be concerned about dangerous chemicals released in the air. I've thought about other hazards, but not much about that one.